Sister Knows Aerial Photography and more. How can I help you?
It's Clark County. You told me to come here today. You didn't tell me you had...
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Right in.
Thank you.
Don't mind Big Red. He's in one of those moods.
Why did you put Jerry Rafferty next to Hall & Oates? Wait. G is by H. Sorry.
Just take what he says with a grain of salt. He doesn't mean anything.
I usually like to do him by Rafferty, but I understand that you, Jerry... Okay. Excuse me.
Oh, is he always like this? Oh, yeah, I mean, what can you do, Beverly? I don't know. Anyway, you guys want to do, some aerial photography for your palace?
Well, I
Aerial drone photography.
To be honest,
Look at my drone.
Yeah, it's really cool. It has like 16 propellers. It's pretty big.
Exactly.
This isn't one of those drones that, shoots...
It can.
Oh.
But I won't. But it shoots 8K.
It's
8K? How big are those? Oh, it's not missiles.
47?
No, it's... What? Resolution. 8K, 4K.
Oh.
Think about 4K, but times 2. We're gonna really increase the market value of the palace.
Really thought you said AK like 47.
No. We could put some of those on there if you want to,
Well, no.
We can have it just, I can, have somebody control it. Just, of course, they'd have to get certified. Here, look at my license.
Oh.
Just got this last week.
We go where?
Oh.
Tristan does certification for this?
Well, you don't remember him always playing with that little gadget?
You're right. Drones were an integral part of how he won us the battle, so...
Exactly.
You're right.
I knew he did that, and, I wanted to go take a crash course, and here I am. I'm just trying to start my own business.
Hey, I support
I quit my job for this.
What was your job?
Well...
Sorry, I didn't mean to, do that. No, you're right! What was your job, babe?
Why are you trying to humiliate me?
Oh!
Shriveled up dick boy!
Oh. You think this is shriveled up?
Oh my god, I haven't seen him this mad and erect in a long time. You guys... What?
Oh, I got too hard. Popped. You blow up too big, you burst.
That's okay. That's my emasculated man.
It's not embarrassing at all, Big Red,
Beverly, sorry. He has not fucked me in 3 days.
Really?
No, something's going on. I don't know if he's having an affair.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. He's just been mad and yelling at me. Not anything new, but he laid his head dick on my, slapped me a little bit. Slapped me around a little bit.
Well, if you need help, all
I
you would
don't
have
need
to...
help. Who do you think you're going to help? I'm the one protecting you with my aerial drone photography. I'm just giving you the scoop.
I was just saying, it sounded like you were being domestically
It
abused.
sounds like domestic abuse to me, and if he ever hits you again, so help me. Well, there's nothing we can really do. He's a big...
I certainly don't want to start a war. We just got through one of those.
We're not going to start any wars. I don't know if he meant it. I don't know what was going on, but, he could be fucking some strange.
He could be, but, don't mind me as I put my hand down your sweatpants.
Oh.
It could be one of these sort of situations.
Yeah. Put 4 right in right away. I've been training.
Wow.
Ooh, wrong hole. Put it in my ass.
Oh, didn't know you meant that I could put 4 in your ass, but you're right. They slip right in.
Slips right in.
Really open.
Dr. Xavier gave me this little clamp thing.
Oh?
You can put it inside your asshole.
Gape it. Size trainer.
Yeah, right. Look. Let me bend over. Look, you can see right inside of it. You can see my innards.
Whoa,
man.
It's like that thing they do in the cow's stomach.
How did they get it so pink and perfect? That's just me.
It's so beautiful, Sister No.
Yeah, shit comes out, but it don't stick. So anybody who says that this is only for fucking, that's what I say. Anybody who says this is only for shitting, exit only, no entry, they haven't seen this hole.
No, they haven't.
Now put your fist in.
Oh, Okay.
Put 2.
Beverly, you want to put the fist in?
I got you, okay.
Look, we're both fisting, sister.
Now,
No.
here's what I want you to do. Slowly take both of your arms and move them in opposite directions, gaping
my
me
God.
even further.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Wow.
oh my.
Wow. Wow, girl. Wow.
It's bigger than her hip bones.
Wow.
But you didn't think that was possible.
No, ma'am.
Just amazing you guys every single day.
I can put my whole head in here.
Why don't you try?
I am.
You're already in there?
Oh yeah.
Don't even feel a thing.
Wow. It's pretty roomy in here.
You're just trying to fit your whole body in.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, I'm starting to feel
Yes, my shoulders. Yep.
Oh,
Kinda
man,
smells good
inside
in
of me.
Here I go. Beverly, can you kind of move me in and out?
Oh,
Oh.
pulling it out.
A lot of suction.
Oh, man.
Found the shit.
Oh, stop this. Stop it. Stop it. Get out of me. Get out of me. I feel gross now.
Oh, no, baby. No.
I'm not in the mood anymore. I feel gross now. Why did you say that during sex?
It was just the truth. I found it.
Well, I don't know why. That's fine. If that's the truth, then you could have pulled it out.
Why would I do that?
Because now I feel gross.
It's okay. No, it's natural, right, Beverly? It's natural. We're not judging you.
Of course it's natural. It's shit in your asshole.
It's part of the process. When you fuck somebody in the ass, you expect to see some shit.
Well, guess you won't for a while now.
But I was here for the weekend fuck fest.
Well, I don't know. I just feel gross and disgusting and dirty.
Well, you're not. And even if you were, it would be sexy.
I just gotta get in the mood again. Can you put some porn on the TV or something?
Yeah, actually, I just purchased Taboo. You wanna watch Taboo? It's about the mother and the son who have sex.
Of course I know what that is. We have that Blu-ray, DVD, classic.
Did you see the box that you could buy to put all the 3? You have to get the 3 DVDs separate, but then you buy the box and you put the 3 DVDs in.
The box for $20? Yeah. The box alone being $20 on sale?
You saw that too? I really thought that you could get the 3 set, the whole box set for $20. Now that would be a steal.
Now why would they do something stupid like that? I mean, DVDs are a hot commodity these days, right?
Apparently.
Everybody's buying them.
And you buy 1 DVD, it's $40 to ship to your house. It's ridiculous. I just want to see porn.
Here, let me turn on the PS3.
Love that sound.
News! We're here at a vat of acid where Dairy Guy is being dangled.
What?
Breaking news! Goat Island's own ashamed, defamed, horrible DUI is apparently having his death live streamed. We have someone here who'd like to say some words. They came in to tell, me to tell all of you. I'm sorry, I'm just so starstruck.
See Nancy Sachs right here.
Oh, thank you, young man, thanks.
Excuse me. I'm a woman.
Oh, well, I didn't mean
You canceled Nancy Sachs, and that's exactly why we're doing this. You're not exactly why, but hold on. What? Yeah. Okay. Dairy Guy, I don't know. I can't do this. You find someone else to do it. I'm too upset.
Well, okay. Well, I guess they'll have to reconvene and find some words to say. Please enjoy this commercial break.
I can't do this shit anymore. You can't send me out there. I get stage fright. You put me in front of Nancy Sachs, who immediately misgendered me. Do I really look like a young man?
No, but don't cry, Hobarth. You and your brother do have a very strong resemblance to each other, and you shouldn't necessarily think that she
So what, I'm gonna be like Becca Hermits, looking like a brother, Ben?
Maybe. But Becca Matilda Hermits still gets love.
Yeah, but people think she's a man, don't they?
And what of it? The one
They
who
think I'm a man!
the ones who know she has a pussy get to use it.
Oh, well, I still have a dick. Clearly visible.
Well, that might be part of the problem.
Okay. Okay.
Now, have you heard anything from your brother? Because he would... Traditionally, we would have sent your brother out, but as you know...
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Is I've been calling him all day. I haven't heard a damn thing.
Is that so?
I haven't.
I thought you sex gremlins had some sort of ESP where you could hear each other's
We
thoughts.
know he turned it off.
He turned it off.
He does that sometimes.
Svetlana, he turned it off. Does that sound accurate to you?
I did not know you could turn off gift from God.
It's not a gift from God. It's something that was genetically engineered in us.
You think you were genetically engineered? Who designed genetic engineer then?
I don't know all the history behind it. That's just what my parents told me.
You think that the sex gremlin school founded by that idiot Clark County would teach you anything other than the washed down white
Actually,
water?
yes, I do.
Oh, yes, go Eagles! Go Clark State Eagles!
You don't say nothing about the Eagles lady on the radio.
Oh, you see how pissed off I make her, Mirapose.
Yeah, she's really angry. She's
sorry.
really angry.
That just gave me absolute euphoria.
Euphoria?
Yeah, when you said the right name.
Well, of course. Anybody who knows who you are and wants to support you would say the right pronouns and names.
Say it again.
Hobarth, lady, she. Listen to this one. She, her, hers.
Oh my God.
And I'm even touching your penis while I say it.
That's so progressive. So it's a big clit.
It is a very big clit. 6 inches.
It's bigger than that.
I was just trying to be, progressive and so to speak, and
Okay.
acknowledge it more like a 9-inch clitoris would be pretty crazy. I mean, at that point.
Yeah, okay, I understand what you're
yeah.
doing. That's very progressive of you. Thank you.
If anybody has right to be mad, sex gremlin, it is me. Now you are telling me you have no way
I'm
of
not
getting
mad.
in contact. You were just mad until you had euphoria
What,
over
am I
being
not allowed
gender.
to have feelings?
Well, you're allowed to have feelings, but
Just not anger.
No, you're not allowed to feel anger. That does not make you. Anybody should feel angry. It's me. You are my underling.
So you're the only one here who's allowed to feel feelings.
No, I'm the only one who can feel anger today on this day.
You tell me that after you transition and everybody misgenders you.
It is not what they do on purpose, sex gremlin. They are just acknowledging you
Nancy
for what.
Sachs, she's a boomer.
She is a boomer, that is true, but I am close to boomer. I mean, I guess I picture myself more like 50 years old, but is that boomer? No, that is
I'd
not.
say that's more like a Gen X.
Good. Nobody wants to be boomer.
You're not a boomer. Anyway, why are you mad?
You ask me why I'm mad, and that is why I am so mad. Because why is not everybody else so mad that your brother and my new baby ran away?
So what am I supposed to do? Be mad every time my brother does something fucking dumb? I'd never not be mad.
You are supposed to be so angry that you are working tirelessly to overcome.
Listen,
and
I
getting
don't work
back.
when I'm mad. I don't work when I'm depressed. I don't work when I'm anxious. I don't work pretty much ever.
Clearly.
Except for when... Really? I'm on disability.
This is the first time hearing.
Well, technically.
Technically disabled mentally.
I do have an IEP.
Ah, I see. I will put this in words you understand. Your brother and the
Yeah.
girl we kidnap has my baby in her belly. My semen from my husband.
Hold on, you don't know he kidnapped her. They're probably just making love.
Mirapose.
Yeah, actually, they left this note this morning. Can you confirm, actually, is this Haggerty's handwriting?
Let me look here. Yep, he puts the little curly thing on the F. Okay, got that. Let me look a little closer here. Yep.
It's him.
What
It's
does
him.
it say?
Can't read. See, and that's why it's interesting that you're so supportive of Clark County and Clark State Community College for the sex gremlin, because you can't even read, and that's like their whole
I didn't
cornerstone.
go.
Oh,
I
well,
said my
that
mom
makes
told
sense.
me all those
That
facts. Not
makes
that Clark
sense.
County did, but I've heard very good things about the school, and I do support the Eagles.
And why would you think that somebody would be sex gremlin kidnapper if they had education, Mirapose,
Oh, my
honestly.
brother went to college.
Clark State Community College.
He did, yeah.
Well, as you know, I have already discredited, so, we do not accept degree from unaccredited association. Your brother has the sperm of my deceased husband in her belly,
Okay.
and nobody is trying to get her.
yeah.
Mirapose, you have no answer?
Well, it's just these sort of things happen, and listen, if these sort of things didn't happen, we wouldn't have a job week to week. What would we do every week if nothing happened?
You can't finish everything in one day. What are you going to do tomorrow?
No. And what would we do next week if everything just went well this
What are we
week?
supposed to do? Just not collect the paycheck?
Exactly.
We got anything productive done, we never get fucking anything.
Exactly. I'm really sisterhood. Sisterhood.
Thank you.
It is not sisterhood to be lazy and not put any passion in your work. You Americans and you Goat Islanders, you sex gremlin, do not have any sort of work ethic the same way we Russian do. You really make me...
I built my home with my bare hands.
Well, I mean, that is quite impressive, but my husband Dmitri built $1 billion fortune with his bare hands.
Oh, did he?
Yes, he did! Yes, he
What
did!
print it out?
Well, sort of, yes. That kind of is what the...
Did he take sticks and mud and make a fort?
Well, no, he didn't have to take sticks and mud and make fort. You are correct on that.
Did he ever have to build an igloo around his house during the winter?
No, he did not, but he did like
well,
to
as far
go...
as I'm concerned, his life's been pretty fucking easy.
He liked to go ice fishing in Siberia, and once he did fall in the water.
Oh.
But nothing worse than when he fell in the vat of acid.
Yeah?
I just don't understand why nobody else is so worried about the fact that my sperm is gone. My husband is dead.
Why would we care about your baby?
Because he's the one that is paying you.
Your baby?
The semen of my husband. My husband is the one paying you. The semen by proxy is...
That doesn't make any sense
the
to me, so it's gonna
semen
be
by
hard
proxy is my husband.
Wait, you're trying to clone him or something?
No, not clone, but I will marry the baby. It's a part of my husband growing, living inside.
What, did you save his sperm or something?
Yes. Millions of turkey baster of Dmitry Semen Ilaskievich in the Ilaskievich sperm bank, one of his multi-million-dollar ideas.
I mean, yeah, but if you got millions of them, why does this one matter so much?
It is the first. The only other one to exist is the sex gremlin Ruth Ann, D.Gee-se.
Okay.
Now I need this one, and your brother take it in the night like it is nothing. And you two sit here and go, oh, I want paycheck. And D.G. go off and smoke the weed. Well, you know what else I find out about the D.G.? He is the one that push my beloved husband into vat of acid in first place, and I work with him the whole time.
I mean, yeah, that sort of seems like conjecture.
Yeah, I mean...
I wasn't there to see it.
And at the time, lady on the radio, we didn't know all the cogs in the wheel.
And we weren't even involved.
We didn't... Yeah, exactly. We didn't even exist.
So...
Well, I don't know how you could be upset with us.
I don't understand how you could be so blasé with a job that pay you $150,000 a month.
I mean, it's not 200.
Well, and it probably will not even be 150 if we continue going with the work ethic that you all have. I could give you the motion of $50,000.
Oh my God, here we go. The boss, I make a dime so the boss can do the time or whatever it is, something like that. I get a nickel, he gets a dime. So that's why it shit don't come any time.
Yes.
I gotta go take a shit.
Oh, you're going to miss my song.
I'm squatting right here.
Good. You'll be here for this song.
You singing a song, Mirapose?
Don't you hear the music play?
What's the song about?
Oh, dudes, where's that music coming from?
What? D.G.? Are you... Where's D... What is it?
Do not look above you and behind curtain that is hanging 16 feet in air above vat of acid.
What?
What's that beautiful guitar riff?
I just want you all to understand a little bit more about why I do what I do and why these causes and this baby are so important. Well, I'll be damned. Here comes your ghost again. But that's not unusual. It's just that the moon is full and you happen to call. years ago, heading straight for a fall. As I remember, your eyes were bluer than robin's eggs. My poetry was lousy, you said. Where are you calling from? A booth in the Midwest. 10 years ago, I bought you some cufflinks. You brought me something. We both know what memories can bring. They bring diamonds and rust. Straight into my arms, and there you stayed, temporarily lost at sea. The Madonna was yours for free. Yes, the girl on the half shell could keep you unharmed. Now I see you standing with brown leaves falling all around, snow in your hair. Now you're smiling out the windows of crummy hotel over Washington Square. Our breath comes out, white clouds mingles and hangs in the air. Speaking strictly for me, we both could have died then and there.
Oh, dude, that's fucking gutting. Oh my god, there's more after that? Bro.
Now you're telling me you're not nostalgic. Then give me another word for it. You who are so good with words and at keeping things vague. 'Cause I need some of that vagueness now. It's all come back too clearly. Yes, I loved you dearly. And if you're offering me diamonds and trust, I've already paid. Now I think you understand why this is so important to me.
Oh my god, I had no idea that's why we had a break room called the Dmitry Olaskievich Memorial Break Room.
We're here all in tears after seeing a beautiful Russian woman's performance. And D.Gee-se.
Yes, I have placed Dairy Guy, beloved Dairy Goat, security guard, former winner of Survivor, Redemption Island, millionaire winner. This young man is drunk alcoholic, everybody knows it.
That's not true, it's fake news.
And everybody also has known that D.G., even though he is my accomplice, is the one that pushed my husband, Dmitry, into vat of acid.
Also not true. Don't believe everything you see on TV.
Look at this statue. In Goat Island, dipped in gold, commemorating D.G. knocking Dmitry into vat of acid as Exhibit 1. Oh,
Oh,
You got me there.
forgot about that. I was at that
commemorated it.
ceremony. Yeah, that is where I met you. Oop, oop,
That's
oop.
what we were doing the night I got my DUI.
Yep. Well,
Still fake news, by the way, that I got that DUI.
so what's the thing with D.G. being 16 feet in the air, suspended over a vat of acid, Svetlana?
I think I'm just chilling up here. It's, it's just kind of like a theatrical thing she's doing.
How long has she kept you up there?
Oh, I've been up here for a day or two.
Oh. Well, what's the point of that, Svetlana? How does that fit in the plan?
You want to know how it fits in plan? I will show you how fits in plan.
Oh my God, D.G., I love you. Mirapose loves you.
Wait! Don't let him dip all the way, D.G. I forgive you! He's gone!
Oh no!
Oh, D.G.
Oh my god, I can't believe D.G.'s dead!
We can't even update the MOATAIF wiki! Oh! D.G. I didn't know him that well, but
I didn't either.
we did meet him in Big Brother.
He was, he was good.
He actually caused some mischief at our house. Honestly, my opinion of the guy is he needed help.
He did, but maybe he's in a better place.
Oh, I don't believe all that bullshit.
Stop talking so callously when he just died. He was our friend.
I can't even play with his lips and go blee 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 on his dead body. It is dissolved.
Oh!
Beverly, do you think he's in heaven or hell?
No.
You think he's in neither?
I don't know. I don't believe in the afterlife, Clark.
Let's say a prayer and please thank God that he is with
I
Grandpa.
don't believe in Jesus.
Dear God, please make me a bird.
So
So
I
I
can
can
fly
far, far away from here.
from here.
Did it work?
I think God did make me into a bird that day.
He did. Wait,
They made somebody come over there and have to take that.
he made it so Jenny didn't have to live there no more.
Exactly.
But in this scenario, D.G. is Jenny.
So, oh no, he got AIDS!
No, Beverly, they made it.
Acid AIDS!
They made it so he didn't have to live here no more. That's all.
Oh, well that makes it better because he could be closer to me. And he can come over and
He can be with you anytime and
Sneak in my
anywhere.
window and-
In fact, I think I feel him now. Stop it,
Oh,
D.G.
let's go dangle. I'm gonna go dangle in the tree and hang out with D.G.
he taught me how to swing. I taught him how to dangle.
I'll always remember when he gave me the first ride in an ATV.
I don't always remember when we had that orgy and he fucked me.
Yep, that was one of the first memories too. Without him, Capital Cheese wouldn't exist.
And without him, Capital Cheese would exist.
Let's call it Capital D.Gee-se. It doesn't work.
You know what? I like Capital D.Gee-se.
Capital D.Gee-se.
Capital D.Gee-se. Capital D.Gee-se.
Capital D.Gee-se. D.G. Capital D.G.'s.
That's it. We have to rename it. File the paperwork, Tristan.
I'm mourning. I'm not living in denial like you two.
They just made it so they didn't have to live there no more.
Exactly. You know, that honestly feels like now we're more like peas and carrots than we've ever been.
And you know what? Bubba got to go home.
Not what I can't let go.
If I'd known that was the last time I would have talked to D.G., I wish I would have said something different, but, you know. I guess I did know he was in the bath of acid.
Lieutenant Dan, you got legs.
Yep, they're from the spaceship.
Lieutenant Dan Cannon.
In a couple years, I'm gonna work on CSI New York. Hello and welcome to MOATAIF. We're back, folks.
We're back in full capacity.
Yes, we are. You know, it was we just actually right before we recorded this listened to the episode that Bria and I recorded without you. It worked. I'm not saying it didn't work, but even when we were here, and I think like the next like 5 minutes of the video, we talk about how the challenges of not having you here with how important all of your characters are. And,
Yeah, they kind of do drive the plot, don't they?
right, and there's
Well, they
just
help
so
drive
many
the
of
plot.
them.
Yeah,
There's-
immense amount.
Yeah, there's just so many of them, and so it's like, but I think it makes for the limitations sometimes make for a more interesting episode.
Oh yeah, when you have characters who like don't ever interact,
Right.
and then like somehow they're forced to.
It kind of reminds me of like the episode where like it just turned out to be like Sister Marble, Sister Carissa, Beverly, and like
Oh.
D.G. smoking weed, and like Tristan,
yeah,
like that's it. Because like Clark was banished,
Yeah, we're like, how the fuck are we supposed to do this?
Yeah.
With Clark? I guess it's just a hanging out episode.
and it was fun.
Character development.
Yeah, they're fun. Yeah,
You
gotta.
know, Family Guy did that when they started doing Stewie and Brian episodes.
Yeah,
They
you're
never thought
right.
that would
Yeah,
work,
you're
and
right.
Now they fucking won't stop.
Yeah, you're right on that one. You're right on that one. You know, and you can't go too far into the gravy without honoring the loss of
Brian
the
Griffin.
great Brian Griffin.
When he died.
The great Brian Griffin when he died for a few episodes. But I was going to say none other than D.G.
Oh yeah.
Gotta pour one out to D.G. Take a sip for D.G. Take a hit.
for
Oh,
D.G..
toast. Tip in the glass. Rest in peace, D.G. I mean, that's a, you know, we try not to be The Walking Dead and have a character death every episode. So when they come, they hit hard. And Bartholomew was kind of he was too new to be too upset about. But D.G., I mean, we've been with D.G. D.G. was a Savannah character,
We're
so
gonna have
he's
to tally up how many
yeah,
episodes
he's
in,
been
'cause
gone
I'm
for a
betting it's
while.
over 60.
I would say 40. Yeah. Yeah, I would say 40.
I thought they met on like one of the first days they were on Goat
They
Island.
did. They
Have we
did.
only been on Goat Island for 40 episodes?
No, you're right. It has been almost 100. This is actually, you reminded me, this is actually 100 episodes
Of the reboot?
after the reboot. Yeah, 100. The reboot is 100 episodes strong,
That is
folks.
insane.
Yeet, yeet. Who would have thought that the reboot would last longer than the original
By
series?
like 3 times.
Oh, yeah, and and seemingly continue, you know? I mean, hell yeah.
2 times.
Yeah. Yeah, and going strong.
Going, I'm just piss up my throat.
Yeah, it's the
like a
vaping.
tickle.
It's the
It's the
vaping.
vaping, yeah.
It's the vaping. You know, I've got sores in my mouth from smoking. What can I say? But I can't stop
got
it.
sores?
Can't stop it. Do I have mouth cancer?
Can I see?
It's just a canker sore on my tongue.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
think that's
it
related.
happens a lot though too because like my tongue just already kind of has like an uncrustable look to it because my mouth is too small.
Can I see it? Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Wow, it's like the edges
Yeah.
are like crinkled like an
Yeah,
Uncrustable.
yeah,
Wow.
and it doesn't feel any different, but
like,
sometimes
the top
it
of your tongue
does.
looks really smooth. Let me see it again. You don't really have like the divot
Yeah.
in the middle. Like, look at my tongue. Like, I have a big, like, it almost looks like a rip down the center.
Oh yeah, it's like creased in the middle.
Mhm.
Yeah, smooth tongue versus but you know you win some,
Room
you
for
lose some.
pleasure.
You know, I've got the
You
I've got the uncrustable tongue. It's weird how much it looks like an uncrustable,
It
but
really
you know
does.
that's just a thing, I guess. You know.
Have you looked this up?
Yeah.
Uncrustable
It's just
tongues are a thing?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's just a thing. You know, your mouth's too small, pretty much, or your tongue's too big. Either way.
Oh, so your mouth is too small for the size of your tongue.
Yeah, and I think that's what causes the sores a lot, because they'll happen pretty much where my tongue is like permanently in my teeth.
Oh, so it's like grinding up against it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That used to happen to me.
Yeah, and I think it's exacerbated by smoking.
So
know,
you
so
might
it's
have
like
like an
a little
open
bit of
sore
both.
or something, and then you're
Yeah.
smoking and it irritates it. It might get infected
Yeah,
and
yeah,
get swelled up a little bit.
that'll do it. That'll do it. They tell you not to smoke, kids. they
do.
tell you not. They tell you not to. And you know, I don't want to. Every time I get to the end of a pack of cigarettes, I'm like, that's it. I'm never gonna smoke another pack of cigarettes again. And then I do.
I told you, dude, that happens.
I know.
I told you it. Like,
I
you
know.
literally creeps up on you.
I know. I'm addicted to it. But I'm okay with it right now. I kind of like it.
Right now?
What do you mean?
Like what do you have to do to sustain it?
Oh, not too.
How long does it until you get angry?
Oh, it's not that bad. Because of course I still placate with THC. Yeah, but it's not. No, it's never to the point where it's like anger. But I
guess this is like what they use to determine how addicted you are. How fast do you need it after you wake up?
How fast do I need it after I wake up? Well, I do usually. Well, so like I'll wake up. My routine right now is I'll wake up. I took a shower the night before, so I'll take a horse bath in the morning and just wash my hair in the sink and my face, and then I'll put some deodorant on, and then sit alone. So it depends on if my stomach hurts, but usually about 30 or 45 minutes after I wake up.
Usually say that's moderate. How are you smoking in a day?
Well, let's see. So let's think about through the day. I'll smoke one at like 6:30 in the morning, and then when I'm driving to work, I'll have another one because the car is the best place to do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's nice to do it in the car. It's fun.
For some reason.
Yeah, it's nice. So I'll, smoke one on the way to work. Then probably not until my lunch break at 1. So from like 7:50, 7:40 to like 1.
Are you thinking about it at any point during that time?
Not too much, but it is sort of like by the time I get closer, I'm like, it's going to be really nice to get off, to like have my lunch and like drive to McDonald's and smoke a cigarette.
Do you smoke it in the apartment?
In the laundry room with the exhaust fan on. So it's all, and with the cig held right up to the thing. But most of the time, I've kind of cut back on that, and I really only do it when I first wake up. It'll be out the window, sure, but I try to only do it in the car.
I see.
Like on a break. It certainly started in earnest. I'd say in September of 2022 is when I really started smoking, because I didn't have enough money to go to the smoke shop and buy a Delta 8 vape at that time. Uh-huh. So I went and I just bought a pack of cigarettes at the Food Lion because it was, only $8 instead of $40. Right. So easier to scrounge together. And and so that's really what it started. But it wasn't until, I guess when it picked up really a lot after Allie passed away. I don't know, but it was like that day, especially like at the funeral and all that stuff, I was like, I can't wait to go outside and smoke a cigarette. It was like a true relief those days. And since then, it's just been a habit. I just enjoy the process of doing it.
I'm telling you, dude, it grips you in.
I know. And I don't like it. I don't want to do it. But right now, I'm okay with it. You know what I mean? But it's like on my mind to stop immediately.
I do like it.
Yeah.
I like really try my best not to.
Yep.
Like sometimes, like the other day, like my nicotine. This is the thing about the nicotine addiction is I have a pretty severe one. Mm-hmm. Like I need to hit my vape the second I wake up. The first thing on my mind is where the fuck is my vape?
Yeah.
Every time. Sometimes I wake up and be like, I'll lay there for a little bit, but then I'm like, where's my vape? Mm-hmm. But if I don't have it, the other day I had one just like this, except it was purple. Lost it. Dude, I was having a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
I was crying. I was pissed.
Really?
Angry. Oh my God, it was really bad. Abigail was here to witness it all.
Yeah, that's always fun.
She literally has recordings of me being like crying, being like, why are you laughing at me? Like, this is so unbelievably serious. I like literally feel like I'm losing my mind.
That's so sad.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
That's so bad.
Oh my God, it was bad.
I did kind of feel a little bit of that yesterday. I was at work and I had smoked my last cigarette on the way to work, and I didn't get paid until today. And so I was like, it was becoming lunchtime, and I'm like, I don't have any cigarettes to smoke.
That's the thing, is that it's like it's not that I was sitting there craving the feeling of hitting my vape. It's that I was just like, I know I'm not usually this emotionally unstable, and now I really am, and this is the only thing that changed.
Right.
And sometimes I'll hit something and it's just not working good, or like the coil's not really. It's like, imagine if you could hit like a cigarette, but it's like, you just get nothing. I feel that because like sometimes I feel like I'm only burning the paper and I'm not actually like burning the tobacco. Gives you enough to not make you be like craving it, but not enough to make you not mentally unstable.
Absolutely.
Like, pissed off. That's how I get pissed off at everything. Like, I'll hear a fucking pen drop and I'm like, I hate feeling that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I don't know how I'd ever quit.
I don't know how I would either, but I've already thought, like, well, I guess I'd just have to get a nicotine patch.
They just don't work well
Yeah.
for me.
I've never tried, so it's like, how would I know, I guess.
I tried the first time when I got, just a few months ago when I got that wisdom tooth surgery.
Oh, yeah.
And they tell you not to vape because you get or smoke or anything because you get the dry socket.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, my remedy for that was vaping up my nose.
Oh, right.
I vaped up my nose for 3 days straight, and literally, like, I had to stop because my nose started bleeding.
Oh, good.
And it was like, yeah, it was bad.
That sounds painful.
Yeah.
That's painful.
I'm not trying to, like, persuade. I love it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I love the feeling of nicotine. And just,
Sure.
For me, it's like my favorite substance.
Yeah, and
Makes me
that's
feel sharp.
Sometimes like I've noticed that I think I definitely crave tobacco, nicotine more than THC at this point. You know, like I love marijuana, of course, and I still consume it almost nonstop. But there's just still that part of me that's like, and I think it's also like just the ritual of it because, you know, even when I'm at home, which like I said, I try not to do it there very often, but like it's a time where I can like go and watch like something on my phone by myself in the laundry room, smoking a cigarette.
That, like, people, like, one of the things that makes quitting smoking so hard too is that because essentially it's like, yeah, when you go out for a cigarette break, it's like you're doing a breathing exercise.
True.
You're consciously breathing in and out for 5 minutes. Like,
True.
Yeah, so it's like hard to break that if you're not replacing it with like the breathing exercises that you're doing.
That's true. That's something to keep in mind for when I inevitably, hopefully, can wean myself off of them.
Have you ever? I doubt you have actually, but I got a pipe at the Renaissance Fair, like a tobacco pipe.
Yeah.
And I bought some tobacco with it. Oh my god.
The Bentons have one, and I smoked out of that, and I liked it. It was like they had like stopped smoking marijuana at that point because like they didn't have enough money to buy marijuana.
Oh my god!
And so they were like, but we do still have some of this tobacco. And at that point, I was like, I mean, I had smoked cigarettes on the way over there, but I had been like really craving the relief of a bowl when I got there. So I was like, yeah, sure, like let's smoke some out of the pipe, and it was fine, but it's still it was like black cherry tobacco. And to me, I'm like, I smoke menthols, which I know you would hate because you don't like the mint. But to me, I just want it to taste like tobacco in like the most pleasant way possible, which to me is a menthol, I feel like.
There's tobaccos though that have like natural aromas like that. I think mine like kind of tasted vanilla-y. It's not that they spray it with anything. It's just like it's more tobacco than a cigarette.
True.
It's like pure.
True.
And to me, like when I smoked the shit I had, oh my god, it tasted like it was a full body experience. Like I see why somebody would sit down and like write something while doing this. It's just like, oh, I felt
You're
so
right.
good.
It did give me a really good buzz in a way that like nicotine, like a cigarette, just kind of brings you
like
back to like base
buzz.
level, sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, it just brings you back to like, oh, okay. I felt
Right.
But that made me feel like, oh,
yeah,
like my body was tingling.
Yeah, it is a little more powerful. You're right. That is true. Or not, maybe not, but more just straight tobacco instead of like all the chemicals and tar and all that bullshit. Surgeon General says don't do them. So does Deputy Brent. But hey, I've already disappointed Deputy Brent years ago.
Oh yeah, Deputy Brent.
He's a shame.
I've tried a lot of drugs.
Yeah, he's a sham anyway.
I'm pretty far. I feel like I'm pretty like far past the drugs thing though, because it's like I hadn't smoked weed in like probably a month and a half before I went to Denver and Arizona, which I guess is a good transition to talk about.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's legal in both of those states.
Mm-hmm.
Abigail's brother works at a weed shop. They smoke so much weed. Like, I didn't smoke really any weed. I don't think I smoked any weed in Colorado at all.
Really?
Mm-mm. Didn't even feel the desire to. But when I was peer pressured by Caleb to smoke.
Yeah.
And so I hit one of their joints once or twice. Oh my god, I was so fucking stoned.
Yeah.
It like wasn't fun.
Really?
I was too high.
Really?
Well, I don't know if I was too high, but it was just sort of like, I'm like, I've been down this road before. Here's what it is. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
And then I was just sitting there stoned as fuck, and I ordered like $70 worth of fucking meme shirts.
Yeah. Really?
Oh, they're good.
Meme shirts. Love that.
I'll have to show you. I have one that has Daniel Earnhardt Jr. on it. It says, today is a great day to kill God. See if I can find a picture.
I love that.
It's in the laundry right now. I have another one that has a skeleton riding through one of the. It's like one of those deep fried crispy meats just put onto a t-shirt.
Love that.
But it's a skeleton riding through the desert, and it says, "I don't walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I crank my fucking hog through it."
It's so ridiculous. At first, I thought you were just gonna say like a general Dale Earnhardt Jr. shirt, and like that's the level that I want to be at. I want a legitimate Dale Earnhardt Jr. T-shirt.
The thing is, though, is that I wore it to the gym and nobody questioned it. I think they all just thought it was a Dale Earnhardt. Like, it was like Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But this is what it looks like.
I love that.
Nobody questioned it.
Today's a great day to kill God.
That's what I spent my high doing. I was just like,
Yeah, right.
I don't know. It just it really changed for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not that fun anymore.
I feel it.
I feel a lot better in my like normal state of mind.
I feel it. I mean, I'm constantly stoned. I mean, I'm so what can I say? But I feel that in the same way that it's not as much like it's not as fun as it used to be. It's just kind of like, this is how I sustain myself, so to speak. Not sustain myself, because that makes it sound like
I know what you mean. Because I mean, that's how I was at a certain point. Like, this is just normal.
Right?
How, like,
yeah, exactly.
This is just how I should be feeling.
Right.
Because that's what we always thought. It's just like, why don't we just feel like this all the time?
Right.
Like
You're right.
Mass that had just a constant stream of THC coming in, just so we could always sustain that level.
Yeah. Which is, I still think, an interesting idea.
Oh, if you could do that,
right.
You? But I don't know. It turned on me. I started getting like panic attacks during that, like smoking weed. I remember the first time I had a panic attack, I like called you, and you were like with Taylor, and I'm like, I'm freaking out. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It was fucking scary.
That is scary.
To be stoned as fuck and being like this sort of like altered state of mind and just not having any fucking clue what's going on.
That does sound scary.
Your heart's beating in your chest. You literally think you're gonna die.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. So, I mean, I could totally understand why that would make you not want to. But, I gotta say, I'm a little proud of Kaylee Bub for, being able to peer pressure you into doing it. That's always fun.
Yeah. He likes to get me fucked up, but I did buy while I was in Denver like a 1-to-1 CBD to THC joint. And I think I still have one.
Nice.
It's just not as strong.
Yeah.
Whatever, but that didn't really even do much.
Yeah.
I didn't really even feel high off that.
That's always, I feel like that's like the worst thing is when you buy something like that and then it's just like, I didn't feel literally anything at all. Like when Brendan sold us CBD weed.
So shitty weed.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I don't want the power.
You want some Reggie.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That would get me high as fuck.
Right, yeah.
In like a mellow way.
Right.
I don't want to be... But then, of course, I have these fond memories of you and I getting stoned.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, be like, meet me on planet, whatever. And we just close our eyes.
Yeah.
Just fucking
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
But that's like what I felt at the time.
Right.
I felt like we knew what we were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm on Prixie.
We had so many ideas. I mean, I still think Separate Realities is something to work on because it was such a great series of ideas all together.
I loved like the train of thoughts you would go down. They're not typical train of thoughts you would go through in your everyday life.
No, not at all. And it led to a lot of breakthroughs. A lot of deep, emotional breakthroughs and different ways of thinking about stuff.
Yeah, like a lot of it sort of based on nostalgia. We always thought about.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh my god, they really cared about us, didn't they?
Right. Just
feeling deep love for a lot of random people.
Alicia Sells, it led to a reunion or a closing of a book with Alicia and a nice apology and a thank you for trying to be a stepmother. That interestingly it was a weird. It's given a lot and it's taken just as much. I don't even know what I mean by that. But
I feel like it has given a lot. I feel like it kind of turned on me because I feel like the wisdom it gives you is so deep, and I feel like it kind of turned on me because I was abusing it.
Sure.
But it doesn't do that to everybody, so maybe, I don't know. I feel like I kind of got what I needed from it. Also, on the other hand, I think mixing it with acid is a horrible idea.
True.
Because that just makes everything worse.
Right, it amplifies both drugs to the nth degree.
Oh, yeah. And that's one of the last times I actually remember enjoying it.
Yeah.
And still abused it afterwards.
Of course. What's the point in using drugs if you're not going to abuse them? Listen, not a message you'd expect to hear from someone with a story like Cole's Warriors.
They really tried to get us to not do it, but you know what? I am extremely glad I did every drug I did.
Me too. Yeah, the ones. Yeah, I believe in the ones that I did and not the ones I didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. What can you do?
There's only a few things at this point that I think I'd like maybe try one day. Like probably try MDMA, probably try ketamine.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not itching to do it.
No, yeah, I'm not like seeking it out. I'm not looking for a cocaine dealer, but like.
See, that's something I probably wouldn't do.
Yeah, see, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't. My heart says I wouldn't, and like if it came out, my penis would immediately shrivel. But there would be part of me that's like, I mean, you know what I mean. But
I've never really seen anybody do cocaine until I started going to these festivals and I started just people right in front of you.
Yeah. Well, and
it was so normal to me. Like, dude, I don't know if I told you about this. I watched one of the fucking hottest things I've ever seen.
Okay.
We were at this show for a guy named Liquid Stranger, and this girl. There were these girls right in front of us, and this girl just took out this little bag and like put a little bit on her hand and just went and did it like right in front of me. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she tapped her friend on the shoulder. She's like, what? She's like, put a little dab on her finger again, like had her finger like that. And she's like, her friend like sniffs it off. And she's like, and they're just like looking at each other, giving it like, oh my god, it was sexy. I'm like, these girls are bad.
Hell yeah. I hope they fucked that night.
Oh, they did.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, they
were they hot? They were hot?
Yes.
They weren't? Okay, good.
Yes.
Good,
sexy women
good.
With these skimpy outfits that they always wear there.
Good.
Oh my god.
You love to see it.
My heart was racing like more than it was during the show.
You love to see it. You know, and if I could be 1,000% certain that the cocaine wasn't cut with fentanyl, I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to get fentanyl test strips.
Yeah.
You can get them for free online. Just pay shipping.
Damn it, Allie.
We should really be doing that anyway.
It's true.
It's true. That's why I'm not like itching to do MDMA or anything like that. Because like you look at data of people who send it to labs, like only like 50% of it is actually MDMA. And you do find like I've seen this website called drugsdata.org. It's like a lab you can send your drugs into. I've seen acid blotters with fentanyl in it.
Oh, good. Gotta love that. Gotta love that, folks.
Yeah, so like it happens.
God.
Rare, but
God. Gotta love that. Can't trust anything these days, folks. You know, and I think that's one of the reasons why we should just be legalizing things.
Completely agree.
I mean, you take the risk out of the equation. I mean, maybe not. You boil the risk down to like what the risk of the drug actually is, just and take away the risk of the black market.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's like what, like, it really got to me like when everything, you know, with Allie, like I was pissed.
Oh yeah.
Why can't we just legalize this shit
right.
so people know what the fuck they're getting?
Right. If
you can control your dose, you're not going to go overboard.
Right.
Most of the time.
Right.
Like people in the 60s and 70s, heroin was just as prevalent. People were overdosing back then because they were getting pure shit.
Yep, that's the shame of it all. It's like I feel like there's really not that many. It's like, you know, I was talking to Taylor about it, and I'm like, what do you do to combat the problem? And I'm like, I think that's the only thing.
Right.
Because you can clearly the banning of these drugs hasn't worked because people still get them, and the ones that they get are laced,
cut so that people can make more money off of them.
So
there's 8 middlemen in the middle of like the people manufacturing them in Mexico and you.
It's like, honestly, it's like a public safety.
It's an epidemic.
It's genuinely a public safety crisis.
Yeah.
Because like it
is
with them not intervening and being like, look, people are literally dying because they're trying to take this, but they're taking that. So like we need to step in and make sure they're taking this, even though that's like
just even the most basic of harm reduction could be done. Because you hear all these kids talking about Perk 30s. Well, guess what? Percocet never made 30 milligram pills. There's your first guess. That's not what it says it is.
That'll do it.
They never made it ever.
That'll do it. You know, I mean, on topic, but certainly upsetting. Allie's drug death report, 100% fentanyl. There was no. It wasn't mixed with anything.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I don't know what she thought she picked up from somebody. Mom said Percocet. I don't know.
That's what they call it. That's
right.
like the street name now.
Yeah.
Percocet doesn't mean Percocet anymore. It's a street name for pressed pills.
So whatever she thought she got, or whatever she thought she was taking, regardless, there was none of whatever she thought it was. Because I can't, in my right mind, think that she would knowingly take a whole pill of straight fentanyl.
Right.
Knowingly.
Right.
You know, I know she wouldn't.
Even if you chop it up, there's no saying that, like, it's concentrated so much on this end.
Right.
Why
so,
are they putting enough fucking fentanyl
literally.
on one pill to kill someone?
Right. Yeah. Literally. So, and my family is of the mind that, like, well, and Deb Burchett's not doing anything, but she's not.
No,
she's
not.
really not.
I know of somebody, 2 degrees of separation, that sells fentanyl.
Sells it.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You remember ex-boyfriend?
Sells it?
His sister.
Oh. I'm like, he sells it?
His sister.
I mean, that's
and her
not much
boyfriend.
better. That's not much better. How do you, that's what I don't understand. Like, how do you knowingly sell something like that? Because, like,
I asked him the same thing.
You would think that it would be, you would think that every instance of a fentanyl even being sold on the personal level would be an accident. Like, you would think, I bought it from,
100%.
I would hope that if, in a hypothetical situation that my dabs were laced with fentanyl, which, go with me, I know it doesn't happen, but if it did, I would hope that would not have known.
Oh, yeah. Probably wouldn't have known.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, did the person that gave my sister her final pill did they know that it was straight fentanyl?
That I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that, because it doesn't make sense.
The street dealers, who knows if they know?
It wouldn't make sense for a person like. Of course, I'm not using his name in the episode, but it wouldn't make sense for a person like to knowingly give me something that might kill me, because then I'll never give him money again.
Right. That doesn't make sense to me either.
Right. I don't get it. I don't get it.
People though who want the fentanyl.
Right.
Who
They
know what
want
they're
the stuff
doing.
that kills them. I remember
Yeah.
saying that in some video. I don't remember what it was. I think
It's the truth.
I think it was MOATAIF.
It's the truth. They people will buy straight up fentanyl powder. You're playing with fucking fire.
Yeah,
but
literally.
you want it.
Literally.
And
Yeah.
it's like fentanyl is one of the worst things to have ever come out on the black market.
Oh yeah.
For me.
Yeah, oh yeah. And that's what's so, like, and I know it's like such a gray area, because it's like, how could the government how could the government sanction or begin producing, safe Percocet, so to speak, or safe heroin? How could they essentially endorse
cities
these things?
City like San Francisco, they have like just safe using stations. They will administer the dose for you. They know exactly what it is.
Mm-hmm. But where did they get it?
Probably from some lab. I mean, they already make fentanyl. If you broke your arm and went to the hospital, they'd give you fentanyl.
Well, sure, but I mean, like, people that are getting heroin laced with fentanyl, where are they going to get clean heroin? Where do they know it's clean heroin?
Oh, like how would the government produce
Right. So it's like, it's a really progressive state that I'm in, where I'm like, the government should be making heroin.
Well, I don't think the government. I don't think
what I mean?
I think the government should open it up in the way they do weed, where they, it's
Right.
Like there's federal administrations that are meant to pick apart the safety of it.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
For sure. But, but even that, it's like hard to be like, it's hard to say.
Heroin used to be pharmaceutically produced.
I think, yeah, well, you're right.
Back in the early 1900s,
I guess you're right.
It was used as a pharmaceutical medication.
Sure. And so maybe that's, I mean, I'm willing to, and I acknowledge that this is, at this point, probably the most progressive thing I believe.
Definitely is for me.
But I think that, yeah, there should be, at this point, it should be acknowledged that the war on drugs, so to speak, is an abject and unequivocal failure.
Oh, yeah.
And so many people are dying as a result of the negligence. So the only thing to do, education doesn't work. People are still going to get nasty drugs. So the only way to get rid of the nasty drugs is to make good drugs.
Completely, yeah. I'm completely on board. I think that's exactly what we need to do. You need to be able to go to a fucking store, a pharmacy, and say, this is exactly what I want. Be able to know what dose you're taking. Be able to know if it's fucking like.
And you can endorse. You can safely. I know this is liberal, but I feel like we can get to a place where you can safely manufacture a drug like heroin, which you can unequivocally say is not good for you, and still make it in a way that gives you like alcohol gives you the same risk factor. Alcohol is still unhealthy for you, but it's legal, you know.
But the thing is that heroin, compared to pretty much every other drug, has the least neurotoxic effects of anything.
Well,
it's
then
not
good.
that bad for you.
Then
Have
good.
you seen like heroin addicts and they're like 40, but they look like they're 20?
Sure.
It almost seems like it's good for them. Like
People should be doing heroin. There, I said it.
If they want to.
Right.
That's why fucking Gale did everything he did. Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, you're right.
He's just
You're
a straight
right.
up libertarian. Like,
Yeah.
I think people should be able to do what they want to do.
You're right. I didn't realize how much I could sympathize with Gale Bedecker, but you know, maybe I am him.
Small detail too, because we're rewatching. I saw they were flipping through his notebook when Hank got a hold of it. Ron Paul sticker, very like
Oh my
one
God.
frame. You can see a Ron Paul. I'm like, and I kept thinking, like, why did he have a libertarian?
He's a libertarian.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense, you know. But it's more power. It's honestly devastating that somebody like Gale would be shot in the head because
it's illegal.
Yeah, because it's
And
like
he's
he
doing it with the black market
yeah,
cartel
like he
and
should be
Gus,
he should be doing it. It's kind of Gus's fault. Well,
Yeah, it's a lot of people's fault.
you come across, we see Gus recruit Gale in Better Call Saul, so you get a little
really?
more information, you know.
Oh, it goes up that far?
Oh yeah, and Gale was working as a chemist somewhere,
Like
doing
a
this
clandestine
work.
chemist?
Yeah, I don't know if he was like exactly a professor. I think he was something more than a professor. Like I think he was actually working as a chemist.
Oh, professional.
Yeah, and that's why Gus sought
They gave
him
like,
out.
this, like, offer.
Yeah, and basically Gus was like, how would you, he basically, Gale was the person who sourced all of the materials for the meth lab and was like, this is what it would take, hypothetically, this is what it would take. And then Gus is like, well, now that you've done all this research, what would you do if I could actually do this, so to speak? Like, what if I brought you to this place that you've been designing for the last couple years, would that be cool? So I mean, it's on one hand, it's like I would almost rather Gale have been in what's the opposite of the black market, the public market, because maybe he could have done what we're talking about in that universe. Maybe Gale Bedecker could have done this sort of very libertarian, drug policy, but of course Gus had to bring him into the black market and get his ass killed.
Yep.
It's a shame, folks. Who knew? Who knew?
Ross Ulbricht, who started the Silk Road, dark net markets, and he thought the same thing. Everybody should have access to this. He's dead.
He'd
Found
be
himself
dead.
in prison.
Good. You could honestly take it all the way back to the original explorers like Ferdinand fucking Magellan.
Why?
Leaving. Just exploring. You said the Silk Road, and it made me think of the actual Silk Road.
Oh, I see. I think we're alone now.
I think we're alone now. It's almost like a drug. Tiffany is almost like a drug to the people of I think we're alone now, so
Maybe
to speak.
we should explain what it is.
Yeah, because you can't assume that the listener, if there was one, would be completely integrated into this like niche documentary from almost 20 years ago. I think we're alone now. I think we're alone now is a documentary about two people who are obsessed with 80s pop star Tiffany.
Completely unrelated people.
Yeah, completely unrelated. And the documentary is one of the MOATAIF crew favorites. Truly one of the best documentaries, I think. And we recently purchased it on Blu-ray. There was a nice limited edition pressing from Vinegar Syndrome. And I've been wanting to buy this movie and have a copy of it for years. I've bought it on Amazon Prime and all that, but I wanted to own a physical copy of it. And so when I saw that this existed, we're like, oh, we have to have it. So we bought it, and we watched all the bonus features, and they were nice. I was a little disappointed in them a little bit, to be honest, but I was completely floored and blown away and 100% satisfied with the update docs, like the update with Jeff and the update with Kelly. Even though they were on YouTube, those were well worth all the bonus feature, especially seeing the update of Kelly. That was shocking to me.
Yeah.
It was shocking.
It was shocking to see where Kelly had been. But
we realized that it looked like she was living in the same place, and the documentary does not do a good job of like concealing her identity in any way, shape, or form. They flat out show her ID, her entire social security number.
Through that, we were able to.
We found her. We tracked her down.
Because, we're thinking, how cool would it be to have this person on the show?
Right.
Or how cool would it be just to find her? I think at a certain point it was just like, oh, this is like a cat and mouse game. Because, for a while she stalked Tiffany.
Yep.
And when I stalk her a little bit. And we did it.
Give her a taste of her own medicine, so to speak.
So we know we have her address, and we have a phone number that was on file at one point for her. We don't
at
know
the Board of Elections. This is public information.
This is all public information. Nothing obtained.
And the only information that we obtained otherwise was through the movie. So I mean, that's also public information. If it's in a movie.
Yeah, it was in a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
We obtained her birth name.
Her birth date. We were able to verify it, right?
Which we used at the Board of Elections. Registered Democrat. Love to see it, I think.
Yeah, we do love to see it.
I think she's a registered Democrat.
Yeah.
And then from there, we were able to find her updated address, find it on Google Maps, match it up with the update video of where it
which was a true blown away moment, because I'm like, I think I did see that in the video, and I looked, and I'm like, yep, there it is.
That's it.
And it was the outside of the building that we had found.
No questions about it. So we are going to try to reach out to her. We're going to do it live on the show. I'm nervous.
I have extreme social anxiety, so it's all on you.
It is all on me. We tried to call her last week.
Yep.
But we star 6-7'd it.
Yeah, and so this time we're going to try, going...
She sent straight to voicemail.
Yeah.
Like, rang one time and went to voicemail. She was screening it.
So hopefully this means that if we go with a public number, maybe she'll answer, or who knows. But this time, I think if we get the voicemail, we should leave something. Should we?
Yeah,
or if she doesn't, should we just send a letter? Because we also talked about sending a letter.
And send a letter.
Okay.
What do you think we should say? Here's what I'm thinking I'm going to say. I'm going to say something along the lines of, like, if she answers, you roleplay. This is Kelly.
Okay. Hello?
Hi, is this Kelly?
May I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name is RJ, and I'm here with my colleague, Zach. We just want to know if you had a few minutes to speak this evening.
And what is this regarding?
We have a podcast that we would like to invite you on, and we were just calling to see if you might be interested. We're a big fan of the documentary. I think we're alone now, and we're big fans
fan
of you.
Of me. It's a terrible, terrible Kelly.
Sounds good.
At first, I felt
she sounds high.
Yeah, you're right. At first, I felt awkward, but then I thought, because at first it's like, do you have a minute to speak? And it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? You know what I mean? But then I'm like, well, I mean, we are calling from a podcast, so like maybe we are somewhat official. She doesn't need to know that nobody listens to this, right?
I wanted to see it as professional as possible,
right?
Like,
maybe
we both host a podcast called MOATAIF,
yeah,
and we'd really love to have you as a guest on it
sometime. Not let her know that she's on it right now.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to let her know that either. I don't want her to have any clues.
Right. All right. Well,
you're calling me on a Friday night asking if I'll be on your podcast, and
to be fair,
that's when I'll be like, we will compensate you.
It's only 4:00 in Colorado, right? Or 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
I can't. For some reason, I always think it's 3 hours behind, but isn't 3 hours California? Like that's the max, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. In America, right?
I don't consider that island part of this fucking country. That one, Alaska, Puerto Rico, and Guam can kiss my ass.
Bold statement.
I'm so nervous. I have to stand up or like walk away silently or like look over here.
Hello.
Hi, is this Kelly?
Yes, it is. Who is this?
Hi, my name is RJ, and I'm here with my colleague Zach. Do you have a few minutes to speak tonight?
Not really.
Is there a better time when I can call you back?
Oh well, what's this pertaining to?
So we host a podcast, and we're a big fan of you and the documentary. I think we're alone now, and we'd really like to have you on.
Okay. Yeah, maybe tomorrow, please. What time is it there?
It's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, okay.
Yeah, we're based out of Ohio.
Okay, it's 5:17 here.
Okay.
So, call me anytime tomorrow afternoon.
Tomorrow afternoon, maybe around noon your time?
Correct, yes.
Perfect. Okay, I appreciate it. We'll be in touch.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. What the fuck?
I had to turn around and stare at the wall the whole time and completely disassociate to keep from dying.
How did that happen?
We just called her.
We called her. We have a time to call her back.
I can't believe it.
I just talked to Kelly.
What am I even gonna say to the lady? You know, the good thing about this is that we called Kelly. We're gonna be able to reach back out to her and have an interview with her, or some sort of conversation with her. At least this wasn't an Estelle Piper scenario where JT reaches out with, unbeknownst to us, has Estelle Piper call in the middle of a show, completely flummoxing me. I was not prepared, had no idea. Can't believe that just happened.
I can't either. She seemed interested. She's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I can't.
Immediately, the number in my mind I would give her is going up. Now that it seems more real.
Oh yeah, and we both can contribute, to this fund. I can't believe that just happened.
I can't either. I'm in shock right now still.
From the second she answered, I was like, Kelly, it was undeniably her.
It was her.
And we used the right name. And I think that's what's beautiful about this moment.
Why wouldn't we?
Well, because we had to find it by looking up a different one.
Oh, I'm not gonna say it's Sean.
Well, that's how you would really know. That's how you would really get shut off,
Yeah, we did it right. So I'm gonna call her tomorrow, and I think maybe you and I should get on Skype or something. Or maybe we should just meet back up.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to meet back up. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to meet back up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to meet back up for that. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna let her know. I think I'm gonna ask her along the lines of and do you have sort of a standard rate for compensation for this sort of thing?
Is this conversation that
she's ever been asked to be on a podcast?
Are we setting up? Are we meet? I mean, obviously we're gonna record it regardless. But are we just? Well, no. I mean, are we? Does she? You think she's expecting us to just set up a time to have her on the show, or is that going to be having her on the show? Is tomorrow?
Well, we better have everything fucking set up.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
If she wants to be on the show.
Yeah. Because I mean, almost like.
Because just so Zach, we gotta prepare questions.
We gotta think of what we're gonna say.
What the fuck do we?
Well,
say?
and we can say we just bought we just watched the collector's edition Blu-ray that came out. We're big fans of the movie, and we just watched, and we were kind of disappointed because all of the how the film was made, or how the little featurette kind of only focused on how they came to find Jeff.
Yeah, but we've always been big fans of you.
Yeah, and so how how did you become involved with how did the filmmaker it wasn't clear to us. He explained how, he worked with him over the years, just met Jeff and then would film him every time he came home from college. Well, he never even mentions, how does he meet Kelly?
Yeah.
At least not that we found. And maybe this is covered in the commentary that, granted, we didn't listen to. But
I don't think she probably hasn't even seen it.
No, I'm sure not. And to be fair, the commentary is from 2008. It seems like, because Jeff's was.
Yeah, you're probably right. This is exciting.
This is really exciting.
This is one of the biggest things that ever happened.
To happen to MOATAIF.
It sucks for me because I don't have anybody to share it with. Besides you, I mean. But it's just Abigail doesn't care. Well, it's just we love this documentary. Yeah. We found this person in this documentary. This is our favorite documentary. Oh, yeah. We said it for years. We found this person, called them, and they might be on our show.
I mean, at the very least, they just were.
You're right!
I mean, at the very least, they just were.
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
and they're gonna be, because even if the conversation tomorrow ends up only being setting up another time, that's gonna be in the show.
That's a second appearance.
Yeah,
as far as I'm concerned.
right. It's a business call. This is a
It is a
business
business
meeting.
call. I'm doing it.
Yep. Oh, here we go, folks. I have to disassociate.
Hello.
Hey, Kelly, it's RJ. We spoke yesterday about you being on the podcast.
Hey.
Hey, do you still have some time to talk?
A few minutes. Yeah. Why? What's up?
Yeah. So, if you were interested, I just wanted to call and talk about scheduling and some logistics around everything.
Timing. Right now I'm kind of full.
Yeah, that's fine. If we have to plan it out for a couple weeks, even a month or so, that's fine. We're not on like a strict schedule, but
Alright.
yeah, we're really excited about getting you on. So just the possibility of it's really exciting.
Okay. I'm not meaning to put you off here.
No, it's okay. I understand.
But can we talk about this like tomorrow? Because okay. What's going on right now? I just woke up about an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
And I'm feeling very congested. I'm very congested. Okay. There's a fact that us redheads, even though I am a very rare golden strawberry blonde natural hair color, I'm classified as a redhead, and us redheads always have sinus problems.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know about that.
Us redheads have a really bad sinus problems. So.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. Must be.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm sure with the mountain air over there, it's not helpful.
Mountain air is fine. It's cool. In fact, here in a little while, here tonight, it's supposed to be snowing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and temperatures are supposed to be near zero, not including wind chill. So.
Yeah, I was actually out in Denver probably 3 weeks ago, and there was a pretty big snowstorm. It shut down 70. It was pretty bad. Yeah.
Okay.
Over here, our snow's melting, though, so looks like we got a little bit of a...
You're in Ohio, okay?
Yeah, yep.
All right.
But anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time if I don't have to. Tomorrow might be a little hard for me. What about Monday? Would that work for you?
Monday is perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is there a good time to call back? I know you... when we called yesterday, it was the evening. It didn't really seem good.
Afternoon would be fine.
Okay, great.
Well, talk to you then.
All right, sounds good. Hope you feel better.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
That was our second call with Kelly McCormick. It didn't go necessarily that well, but we did actually then call Kelly on Monday. RJ talked to her for about 15 minutes. Unfortunately, due to our work schedules, we weren't able to be together, and so it wasn't recorded. But we did set a date, February 11th. RJ and I are interviewing, meeting with, whatever you want to call it, Kelly McCormick, and hopefully that means episode 164 is our interview with Kelly McCormick. So tune in next time, and hopefully that's the case. But for now, back to your original MOATAIF timeline.
Oh my god.
Wow.
If we had the wiki adding Kelly to the wiki, would be a page would be awesome.
I know. And the thing is, I feel like we pulled her out of the depths. Because, I mean, besides...
Who's paying attention to
Nobody!
Nobody.
And they literally, I mean, in Jeff's documentary, in Jeff's little update, his friend was like, I think he's finally accepted that he's never going to be a celebrity. He's never going to be a star. And I know this is about Jeff. Kelly's got to be feeling the same. A little bit of that.
Yeah, if we could send her some money, too, to be on this podcast, she's probably going to send it right to that young lady.
Yeah.
Fisher.
Yeah.
We gotta ask about that. Are you still with that person?
Yeah, we gotta get her name again. We gotta rewatch that video.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We got a lot of work to do.
There is a lot of work.
I was not expecting I wasn't expecting, and God, God, and it sucks that we have to come up with questions. I'm sure the conversation will flow
Can I just say I was
naturally.
nervous as fuck when she said, "Not really." Oh my god, my heart, like I'm sure you could hear my heart was like, my voice was shaking a little bit.
I was too. But I knew it was just because it's so interesting that like, I feel like, I didn't say pertaining, but I feel like I just knew she was going to say, well, what's this all about? You know, like, what's this about?
Yeah,
and
right.
she did. And she did. I just can't believe it. I'm stunned.
Starstruck.
You spoke to her. You spoke to her.
And it's more immortalized.
From the second she spoke,
That's Kelly.
it was her.
Caveman grunts. Cave woman grunts.
Oh, Kelly, if you're listening, if you happen to go back after you did your episode of MOATAIF, and
We are so happy right now.
we're in no way is this meant to be rude. We genuinely love you. And your performance in the film and everything that you did on MOATAIF in
I
that
think
episode.
she's one of the most interesting people that the spotlight has ever been on.
Oh, absolutely. Somebody that unfortunately the spotlight never shines on.
Yeah.
It's about to again. I can't
Oh, that
believe
just gave me goosebumps.
And, I don't want to
She's gonna
like
get 12 whole views with this.
I know, right? I don't want to like make it about Jeff, like I don't want to get, but I do wonder if like eventually we can get Jeff's contact from her.
Oh, you're right.
Does she have it? I don't know.
Maybe not.
Well, that's really exciting to say the least. I mean, in terms of phone calls that have ever happened on MOATAIF, the first one being Judy, that was pretty influential. I mean, I think that was a really great episode, but this is Lech on MOATAIF.
Oh my god, it is.
This is going to be the third Lech.
This is Lech.
This is Lech on MOATAIF,
Lech is coming
folks.
back.
Oh my god. I was not expecting that our next episode could, I mean, we don't know. The next episode could just feature a phone call planning the episode with Kelly. Or I never expected that our next episode could be an interview with Kelly McCormick from I Think We're Alone Now. That's insane. If you would have asked me, I would have been like, yeah, the next episode's probably the Olivia Rodrigo records with Brie and RJ. You know what I mean? But now...
I completely agree, though. It's just you expect it to be a standard episode of MOATAIF. This is a legendary.
This is going to be a legendary one, and could be one that gets 100 reviews. Could. I mean,
how many people know her?
How many people watched the update doc that Sean Donnelly posted on her? Let's see. I'm not saying we'll get that much because that's like a full-fledged 8-minute YouTube video, but let's see.
And Zach, this really lets us know this sort of thing is possible.
Right. That's like the biggest part. We called and just asked. Would it have been better if we had found an email? Maybe.
More personal if you call.
You're right.
Kelly's old school.
Kelly's old school. The Kelly McCormick's New Love, an update with the subject of I Think We're Alone Now, blah, 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 2 months ago, 2.1 thousand views.
Okay. Well, potentially.
I mean, when an episode of MOATAIF could get 4 views on a good day,
yeah.
I mean, Kelly's bringing in the views, maybe.
We'll post it on Reddit. We'll post it on we'll post that shit. Obscure documentaries Reddit.
People will be confused why the first 30 minutes is an improv, but maybe we'll have maybe we can make a splice, maybe it can be just a Lech at that point, but she's gonna be on MOATAIF. The Lech will be on MOATAIF, but maybe
MOATAIF
the Lech will be Lech. Yeah, exactly, right. The Lech could be its own standalone video too.
Yeah, my Ruby girl. You
But
excited
folks,
about Kelly?
Until next time, we have exciting stuff brewing in the works here. Who knows what exactly the next episode will be? But I, for one, I can't fucking wait.
I know.
Until next time, folks.
Stay out.
Stay out.
I said, hey, Mr. B. I said, hey, Mr. B. Why's your